YouTube, we have a lot to talk about when it comes to the market and what has transpired over the last 24 hours, whether it be the high-end core elite market, the training market, all those things. Let's first, though, recap Headliners Part 2 and what content we've actually gotten over the past few days. Starting up with Jalen Watson. You're going to be able to earn this card on Saturday through the Headliner Forge solo challenges. You've kind of probably seen cornerbacks across the board, especially 85 overall cornerbacks and lower, have definitely taken a hit on the market because of this Jalen Watson announcement. And then for Headliners Part 2, some notable 84 overalls. We got Martin Emerson, Jordan Love, and Christian Watson, really for an 84 overall with 85 speed. He's 6'4", and hits both the short and deep route running thresholds if you have the +1 short route running coach. Really good budget beast Christian Watson, and as a result, a lot of 85 overall wide receivers have dropped significantly today. Champions wise, in my opinion, these cards are very mediocre. You have Drake London, who has 84 speed. He is tall, but only hits the short route running threshold. You have Taylor Decker, left tackle, which is the best left tackle in the game, so that card is important. And then you have JC Jackson, which 85 speed. He's not the tallest. He hits good man coverage thresholds, but he's nothing we haven't already seen. We have a lot of really good cornerbacks, so it's not like he's anything special. And the two LTDs are also really underwhelming in my opinion. Mike Gesicki, who doesn't hit tight end apprentice. Matchup Nightmare is not a bad ability, but he's also very expensive. You can consider him the best tight end in the game because he has 84 speed. That's solid, but we had an 84 overall tight end headliner release today. The Titans tight end, I can't pronounce his name, but he also has 84 speed, so budget option there. And then I actually can't even recall it's a defensive end for the Broncos, the Ernest Jones, I think it is. Not really fast. He's more of a 3-4 interior defensive end like Cam Hayward. That's how he would play, but not the best LTDs. We also did get some information that a new promo is dropping on Monday, and the Good Morning Madden reveal stream on Monday morning will show all that content. Some people are speculating it's AKA. Personally, I think because they said like new promo, I think it's gonna be something brand new. AKA probably still gonna come later down the line, but yeah, we're getting a new promo on Monday. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. But now getting into the market, and I guess we could go from my personal experience over the last 24 hours, because this was the first time where I really took some L's when it came to some core elites and flipping and some overnight sales, because for the first time, really all this Madden 24 year, when I listed my cards overnight going into the next day, pretty much none of them sold. Now, did that have to do with the server maintenance? Probably. Did that have to do with the Headliners Part 2 reveals in the morning? Probably, because I don't think anybody was buying cards like at that time at all. So I guess you could say lesson learned. Going into a day where I expected there to be really good buy prices on the high-end core elite market to snipe, focus more on the day prior, liquidating my core elite flipping instead of just like I continued to buy up until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and then of course listed all my cards up. And again, going into today, when the content actually dropped in game, there was a ton of deals on the 86 overall market that I just couldn't buy because I had no coins. I woke up with, I was expecting over a mil, woke up with 250K. I bought one card and then got off. I'm like, I can't do anything. Eventually, my 86 overall cards did actually sell for the prices they were listed because the 86 market, every single time it seems when content does release, drops for the first 2 hours, and you're able to buy guys like Myles Garrett, TJ Watt for 215K. And just really good deals, and then you log on a few hours later and they're back up to 275K. So my cards ended up selling, but by the time I got my coins, the 86 market really had rebounded to where it was normally at. Now, for the L's that I took, that has to do with the 85 market. The 85 core elite market today, it crashed. I mean, I already talked about it before. Cornerbacks really dropped. Wide receivers really dropped. I had a Joe Burrow that went from 170, 180, 190K all the way down. He was at 100K. I bought a few today for 100K. Now, that was a good flip, but I'd bought one for 165K. I had to sell it for 130K today. I took a little bit of a loss there, but the 85 overall market, heavily down. It is still really cheap, so I would probably suggest going on there and picking a few cards. Like Sauce Gardner went from 250. I was able to get one today for 170. Jamar Chase went from 200 down to 120. Garrett Wilson, like 160 down to 100. I mean, the market on 85 overall core elite specifically really took a fall, and I guess you could say there is a good opportunity to buy these cards, but again, the next like super good buy window will be Saturday, so you do want to get rid of mostly all your core elites by Saturday morning. So that means tomorrow I'm gonna be selling majority of my cards and not really buying. That's the core elite market though. Let's now talk about the trading market, because I haven't had any stock in the trading market at all this year because I'm still trying to understand it. I really don't. I actually thought going into today that the trading market would either stay the same or go down a little bit, because I'm like, hey, the headliner champions don't seem that good. The headliner reroll, I guess that really going to make the market go up, and we're going to get a lot of supply from headliner players. So I'm like, hey, 84s I could see going from like 55k, which they were yesterday, either staying at that 55k mark or maybe even dropping down to like 50k consistently. But I was wrong. I was way wrong. 84 overalls right now, all the way up to 66k unfiltered. And I mean, there's a few contributing factors. I don't really think one like makes a lot of sense. Like usually there's one huge reason for why training has taken a really big spike in the market. And I'm like, headliner reroll, I don't think that reroll's that good. I don't really see anybody doing that on Twitter, on Twitch, anywhere. So it can't be that. It could be the fact that you need 84 overalls for the headliner champion sets, and those cards are going for 350k, but I mean, I didn't think those cards were like that good. Like you had a cornerback in JC Jackson that with 85 speed, not super tall. Like we already have Tariq Woolen, we have Jalen Ramsey. People are starting to get AJ Terrell. Taylor Decker, again, probably I think the best card. And then Drake London was like a slower wide receiver, even though he's tall. So that definitely, though, could be a contributing factor. And then you have to guess the mystery pack. That would make the most sense to me. But when I look at it, why wouldn't people just buy the training yesterday, roll the mystery pack, and then just save the packs for today? Because they would be the same exact thing, but you'd be getting at a discounted price. But hey, I guess people forget that stuff like drops on Thursdays. They're like, hey, mystery packs now are better today than they were yesterday, when they really weren't. If you just save the, I don't know. Again, when it comes to training investing, it takes a little bit for me to kind of understand the market, the true determining factors into what's making training rise. And again, we have new content on Monday that I'm assuming is going to get a training roll. So I was a little bit curious, like, hey, maybe we could buy some training. And that would be like a really big reason to me as to why training would go up. I mean, we get a brand new promo, brand new reroll. I could definitely see training going up. So if training, I guess you could say, if it drops back to that 55k mark for each 84 overall, I'm probably going to look to pick some up, because the training market has been very sensitive to new content. Like it's really spiking whenever we get anything new. So yeah, that's the training market. That's the core elite market, and that's really all the market is right now. There's not that much going on other than that. I mean, I guess we could take a look at LTDs. Ocho Cinco and Warren Sapp doing pretty solid. I expect them to really jump this weekend. And I guess I could also throw in the legend teaser for the end of this video. From my perspective, looks like we're getting Gene Upshaw, Cam Chancellor, and Warren Moon. So looks to be a really good legend weekend. Hopefully the market takes a nice little dump Saturday morning, and I could buy up a lot of core elites for my team for MCS elims, but also just to flip them later on Saturday, later on Sunday. But that's really all for this video. Wanted to recap Headliners Part 2, talk about what's going on with the market, and from my perspective, what I'm thinking. And yeah, comment if you have any questions, like if you have enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.